It is God's attempt to see if we will find stakeholders amongst you, not bench warmers. The conversation we're about to start today is not for people who just want to do church, who want safety, who wants to play religion, who just want to say amen to prayers and believe their life is settled. It's for people who are ready to fall into trouble, that at the peak of power, the most important tool of trade is information. And by the way, if you are that kind of Christian that get tired of intelligent discussions and say, preach Christ. One, you don't know who Christ is because he's not done. And number two, maybe I'm not called to pastor you. If you are going to do bulk of what you've been programmed to do as Christians, which is say amen in church, attend Sunday schools, to cluster people who can challenge systems. And because they have nowhere else to go, if we can gather bulk of them, we call it revival. The most difficult person to answer is a religious person, because of the injustice that exists around you, particularly in this country. The pain. Many of you need to understand that the kind of pain that you are exposed to, God didn't design it. So your idea of who God is in the first place might actually be dysfunctional and bleeding. What we have is not the idea of God. You've done life through breakup, through divorce, through persecution, through, give me names now, losses, money, debts. You've been scammed. All these things change you in some ways. I'm just trying to call our attention to the fact that something is now dead in us, that it was not the intention of God for it to be dead. Understand this. How will healing flow when me say that I'm coming to church? Do I have transport fare to go back? It ought to be a place that if you see a person, you can almost perceive what needs to be there. But how do you perceive when the average person too is trying to engineer you to scam you? So you too, you shut yourself and say, no. I don't do it last week, I don't do anything. That's the reason why we have to add so many tongues to our worship. It's good. We can add 1,000 tongues and yet we are still looking for God. And yet someone just comes, sing with just simplicity of that heart and that innocence, and there it is. The whole atmosphere is littered. You don't know that your emotions actually have a role to play in worship. Once people are broken like that, pure streams can flow. It's blood that will flow. Fact that our world is broken and fractured is affecting the way we perceive God and the way we reveal Him. From the beginning, it wasn't so. If Christianity is not understood, it will be a tool that maintains injustice. And the powers that be knows that religion can be recruited to maintain balance. While you destroy people's time on earth, promise them heaven. You have a role to play. And Christianity should not be recruited as a tool to maintain or to sustain injustice.